Now, just before he left, Julie Gishuru had an interview session with him. Let's take a look.
For making the time, tell us, what is your observation of the situation on the ground in Kenya right now in terms of election preparedness?
The visit has gone quite well. We've met everyone we've wanted to meet except the president, and we've had very good discussions. And I'm also very impressed with citizens' initiative, like in Kenya, Naima, and all the things that they are doing. The religious leaders told me what they want to do, civil society and business community. They are all aware of the measures they need to take, and that they need to remain engaged to ensure that we don't repeat the tragedy of 5 years ago, and that's a big plus. On the question of the implementation of Agenda Item 4 and the Constitution, progress has been made. I was particularly pleased with the judiciary and the reforms that are taking place there, and the determination of the Chief Justice to have mechanisms to resolve quickly any conflict surrounding the elections. So he's preempting, he's anticipating and preparing. There has been some progress also in the area of preparations for the elections. We had good discussions with the chairman of the Electoral Commission. He's confident that they will deliver a fair and efficient and competent elections, and that is what people need, to have credible elections. And when elections have integrity, those who are elected have legitimacy, and it also means that one will look after the interests of the losers. And with the system you have, it's hopefully not going to be a winner takes all.
Of course, this week there were calls for you to meet with one of the other presidential candidates, and the question that I want to ask is, are you and the other eminent persons going to make it a point to meet with all the presidential candidates heading into this election?
No, that is not excluded, but they have to go through the process. As I said today or yesterday, we don't have a definitive list of presidential candidates. We don't have a definite list of who is running on which ticket. There's so much shifting going on. But when things settle and things are clearer, obviously we will be coming in to help, to support, to encourage. We will be prepared to meet the presidential candidates. And I did it as Secretary General. I was telling some of the friends in 2005 or 4, I went to the Kinshasa, where the Democratic Republic of Congo was having its first elections in over 40 years. And I asked to see the presidential candidates. There were 75 of them, one woman, and she was the most eloquent.
Did you call a conference? Was it a conference of candidates?
No, I called a conference. I told them I was that theirs was a lucky country, a country with so many leaders, and yet they were not resolving their problems effectively.
Mr. Annan, is Kenya ready to police itself? Do we still need the panel of eminent persons, or is it a question of support? Do you think Kenya can carry this election out in a transparent and peaceful manner?
I think Kenya has lots of talented people. Kenya has bright young men and women who, for me, represent the future. That generation is going to make a difference in Kenya. And I really believe if we can get this next election right, in terms of economic and social term, Kenya will take off in a way that we haven't seen in the past. We are not here to supervise or to lecture. We are here to support and work with our Kenyan brothers and sisters. And honestly, neither of us, neither President Nkapa, Graça Machel, and myself, expected to be engaged this far on. In fact, when I first came, I thought I'd be able to make a contribution within 2 to 3 weeks. But the nature of the results the nature of the agreement entailed long-term reforms as part of the process. And so we stayed together to be able to encourage and help push along the reform procedure. And we have a firm message strategy that after the next elections, our work will be done. I would tell the Kenyans that they've achieved a lot in the past 5 years. They have been courageous. They have reached out to each other. And we would not have succeeded 5 years ago without the support, the determination of Kenyans to pull back from the brink, from the abyss, and begin to reconstruct their nation. They've come far, and we have the last step to go, and you can have a peaceful, successful, and fair elections with integrity, and elections that will be envied by other countries. So stay the course, be courageous. I believe in you, and I know you can give us elections to be proud of.
Thank you so much.